guys, it's Dana.
Ladies reported ahead.
My boy band from Waze says hello. I don't know if you use the Waze app, but highly recommend. I use it every dang day to avoid traffic and police. So it's been a long time, nearly 2 months, since I have put a video out there for this channel, and I thought I'd pop by and say hello. How are you? On November 1st, I will be 15 months sober, and I'm very, very woohoo thankful for that. This video's subject is sobriety, dating, and you. Keep your priorities in check. If you go to AA meetings, which I have not gone to any during this sobriety journey, I did go to some a few years ago during my little 6-month stint of sobriety, and I was told at that time it's really highly recommended that you do not date during the first year of sobriety. When I went way back when, I was like, yeah, see, that's not going to work for me. And that is not the reason it didn't last. There are many reasons it didn't last. That was not even probably too high on the list of why. But I get it. And if you think about it, I'm sure it makes sense to you too. What makes you drink the most or imbibe in whatever your addiction is? It's life crap, right? Either you are upset over something, you're happy about something, you're celebrating, you're mourning, you're frustrated, you're having a mood swing of some sort, and you feel the need to medicate. And by you, I guess I'm really just talking about me. That's the me that always was. And during those dating times, if you are nervous and wanting to relax or seem more fun or get in the mood or whatever, it may be that you turn to alcohol. And then if things go south, not in that way, but if things go bad, then you probably are like, fuck everything, fuck my life, fuck it, and you drink. So I get it. It's not probably a good idea at all to date if you are prone to those emotional feelings that might lead you to drinking. I have not dated during my almost 15 months. I've been on one date. I have purposefully not dated. I haven't been seeking out anyone. I have not been all that interested. I kind of just keep to myself. I got my little boo, Poochie. No, that's not his real name. Somebody actually was rude and whatever. Of course it's not his name. My name's not actually Athena, but okay. Anywho, anonymity. So, yeah, I've kind of kept to myself I'm a very comfortable at home introvert. However, if you saw my most recent video on my other channel, and you are friends with me on Facebook, then you saw that I had a little date like a week or so ago, which was very cool. It was exciting, and I was happy about it because it was an old friend, or an old flame technically, from about 4 or 5 years ago. Honestly, my years run together. I couldn't tell you when it was. It was forever ago. And when I dated him during that short little amount of time, I was hardcore drinking, which also meant I was really flirtatious and adventurous and things like that. That, as far as I know, is not me anymore. since I haven't been dating. I don't know how I'm gonna handle intimacy sober. I've never really ever done that. Other than during my first marriage, which, whatever. To get back on track with this video, before I went out with this person, we were communicating through text, and I just put it out there and let him know, hey, so just gonna let you know, I'm, 14 and a half months sober now, so the drunk, slutty Athena you once knew is no more. And he responded, yes, I saw that on Facebook. Congratulations. That's wonderful. I forgot we were Facebook friends. This is a bumpy road. Sorry. I forgot we were friends on Facebook on my Muggle account. So he had seen it at my year when I just posted woohoo. Obviously I didn't post the video because none of the Muggles know about Athena. So I just wanted to let him know ahead of time so he didn't have any expectations based on history. If he was lonely and looking for good time Athena, she's not around anymore, so there ain't no sure thing up in here. He was totally cool. Doesn't seem that was his intention, so yay for that. We went to the Ren Fair. We had a lot of fun, and that was that. We will be getting together again somewhat soon. Between us, we have about 6 kids, so getting our schedules to mesh is tricky. Plus, his job is the kind of job where you work on the weekends oftentimes, so carving out time here and there, not easy. But I'm glad I put it out there. I just wanted to let him know that's over. I think your success or my success in sobriety is honesty. Now, I don't want to, if I was going out with a new person and it was like a first date, yeah, I think I would maybe come out with it. Maybe not a first date, but as soon as I knew I liked somebody, I think I would go ahead and come clean and just let them know. And you don't have to do this, I'm an alcoholic. You don't have to put a label on it. You can just say, I don't drink anymore. I don't drink. And then if somebody is curious, then you can, there's lots of ways to handle that. You can handle it however you want it. I just think you got to handle it. And I think you have to make that decision that your sobriety is more important than dating somebody. If it turns out that that's an issue when you're dating somebody, clearly you need to drop them. It kind of doesn't work if you're like, oh, he was such a great guy, and as soon as he, I don't want to lose this great guy. If he's a great guy for you, then you not drinking is not a problem. I'm out of practice on these videos. This has been very scatterbrained. Are there any recommendations? I used to always like to end these videos with a little tip or a recommendation for listening. I'm just going to refer you back to the podcast that I really do credit for helping me be here today. And it's the one I've said before, Recovery Elevator. Even if you are not dealing with alcohol, maybe you're dealing with something else, I think Recovery Elevator would be beneficial to anybody who is struggling in any way, or has somebody in their life who is struggling, a loved one. Paul is funny and interesting, and the people he interviews are extremely inspirational. Every week is a different subject, and it's made all the difference. It's what inspired me to do this channel, which also helped a bit in my recovery. I think the podcast helped more than doing this channel, but this channel and being accountable to you has helped. But I wanted to say hello. It's been so long. I thought maybe some of you might be interested to know, might be wondering how I'm doing with this. And I'm still doing okay. Thank you for watching. Please ignore and forgive the disjointedness. I'm distracted, so. Have a happy day. Take care of yourself and keep fighting.